how you would go about creating an enriched condition in a locality, such as a farm, whether with a radionic instrument or whether you're just stirring and spraying biodynamic preparations and applying them homeopathically, thus drawing a stronger stream of organization to that more highly organized location. I find that radionics is a very effective tool. It makes it easy, it makes it cheap, and it helps to have multiple people involved. Human intention has a lot to do with this. If the person has intention without any counter-intention, then you can intend to get rain. There's people like the Shoshone medicine man, Rolling Thunder, who could think up a rain. Let's just look at how we would do this. If we took that horn manure and used that with things that supported it to bring organization into the soil from the evening through the period that the sun is passing beneath the earth, this kind of helps a person to see the validity of looking at this from the Goethean viewpoint and from the viewpoint of organization being the basis of life, and organization drawing a stream of organization towards it. The fact that these ethers are expressions of different types of organizational energy. And we can read the signs in the atmosphere this way a little bit better. Of course, what you see over cities with all of their pollution and the disorganization that they're creating in the environment, the fact that they're paving over the topsoil and killing it, leads to disorganization of the soil. 10,000 years ago in Australia, the continent was a lot greener in the interior, and as the Aborigine was using fire, the net effect was to turn the bulk of the interior of Australia into a desert. This could all be brought back into life if you can make a little rainfall, get some grass started so that you cause an organic blanket, a blanket of life, to draw rainfall. It's not just the bacteria in the soil that make it rain, it's also vegetation that covers the surface of the soil like a blanket. Try to imagine this. If you were here in Georgia and planting an azalea bush, you would never plant this azalea bush without mulching it. It wouldn't grow nearly so well if you planted it without mulch, but by putting that layer of mulch, that layer of organic material, you actually make it an ether accumulator or an orgone accumulator so that the life force flows into the soil where you've got a vegetative cover on things.
Come into preventative therapy to where there'll be less need to actually make rain as you build the soil.
You're intervening to get a cycle of rain started. You want this cycle of rain to become reliable and virtually automatic. Take a desert area, you're going to make it rain a little bit, and you want to get the bacteria of the soil cooking a little bit more because this opens up the pores in the soil and allows the rain to soak in. You don't want to have floods. You want to have regular light rainfall, and you want it to soak in. And you're going to start with this biodynamic preparation pattern that kicks off the microorganisms in the soil in a more lively way. And you may accomplish this. It might be just too much to go out and seed grass seed into the area because you sow it onto this barren soil and it has to fall down into some crack or something before it's going to come up. It's not going to come up there on the bare soil in the sun. So what you do is you feed the grass seed to your animals with whatever supplemental feed that you give them, and then in their manure they're excreting the grass seed, and you start to get a vegetative cover going on this area, and then it's going to be easier to make rain if you're pushing it along with these homeopathic treatments so that you start to draw a stream of energy into an area. So you're talking about environmental remediation here. It's not just a matter of making rain.